And I wanted to invite you maybe just to try and experiment with me. And just to close your eyes for a moment here. Let's see what happens when we play with this a little bit. So for the moment, just close your eyes. And take a nice long deep breath in. And let that all the way out. Slowly breathing right down like this. And then allow all awareness to turn inside. Just kind of melt inwards. Inviting your mind to just soften, wind down. And then in your mind's eye, with all focus inside, just imagine going back to a recent time when you felt anxious or stressed or maybe even depressed. Just go back to that time. You can kind of put it up on a screen in front of you if you so choose. You can see, if you look at the screen play, the film track plays, you notice what the trigger was, who was there, what was said, what was done. And then if you slow things down, you'll notice there was a reaction here. You bit in some way. You reacted. Either you tensed, or you collapsed, or you tried to override. Maybe it produced one of these three effects. The anxiety, the stress, maybe the collapse into depression. So just watch and open your body to feel this, to feel your reaction to what took place. And then if you just listen carefully, you'll notice that there's an internal dialogue about what happened. There's some blame of yourself or others. There's some judgment maybe. There's some internal recrimination. There's some story of this not being right, not being welcome, not being accepted or acceptable. And so just notice the words, notice the story. And then turn the story up a little bit. Get a little more invested in it. Go on, just play with this. Turn the volume up. Give the words a bit more bite, a bit more meaning. You can even choose to believe them a little more if you like. So you turn the soundtrack up, and then just notice, what does that do to the way you feel in this moment? How does it alter it? When the story gets a little bit more vehement, when it hooks you at a deeper level, how does that alter the way you feel? As you contemplate this situation, what does it do to you? What does the story actually produce? Just notice. No making this right or wrong, just notice. Just an experiment. Okay, good. And then come back to neutral. Let the same circumstance take place. But now, stop the story. If you like, you could invite a wise being, a mentor, guardian angel or a saint or a sage, just to come here with you and to take the story off you. Some divine being maybe who just pulls away your ability to connect to the story, to tell the story. You let it slide away. And then you just notice as the story disappears and you focus entirely on the circumstance here. Now what is felt? How does it alter? With no story, what do you actually experience? And then just take a moment to identify that and to explore a little bit. Is it possible to be okay with this, to welcome this? Story-free. Just open. Just let it be. Notice the difference. Beautiful. And then for the sake of contrast, just bring that old story right back. Notice, how does this alter the way you feel? For me, it's fundamental. Just notice. And then once again, just take it away. Drop the story. Disconnect from the story. Let it be pulled away. Just fall into silence. And just be with the circumstance. And you should notice quite a difference, maybe even a fundamental difference. Okay, beautiful. Come to neutral. Take a nice long deep breath in. And let it all out. You can open your eyes when you're ready.